Hey guys, hey, I don't know how helpful this will be, but basically I got my forks in. That's the company CTZ. I don't know what they are, or I'm not really sure if they're worth a damn or what. But we're gonna give this a whirl though. But they're air shocks, and if you ever order these CTZs, do not buy star nuts, do not buy the tool. They send everything with it. It all comes, and of course you see here, I bought the tool and a star nut. So I guess I've got two tools. I don't know, maybe I'll find somebody that needs that, but I'll, like I said, I wouldn't worry about it. If you buy these CTZ deals, there ain't no, you don't have to buy anything, man. They send everything for it. But basically, I've already kind of got a jump start. I took the tire off, removed all my blinker stuff off the shock tubes, got the brake off. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I forgot I was gonna do a video. I had somebody this morning saying they wanted me to video it, but I'll, like I said, this will all be a learning process here, I guess. And of course it's 100 damn degrees. On my video last night I told y'all I had to cut the grass. Well, I went ahead and cut the damn grass today. And it was pretty damn hot, man. It was hot. It was like 100 degrees, man. But this is where I'm at so far. I'm gonna have to remember to run these blinkers. I'm gonna have to run these blinkers through here. Yes, both of them. They're gonna have to come through the right side. I've been kind of taking pictures so I don't get anything screwed up. So everything there is gotta go through the left side of the foot. And I'll put the new ones back in. But now I've just gotta get I gotta start busting all this loose. I think I'm gonna go out to the truck and grab a ratchet strap and hang it up from the ceiling on my garage door so I can suspend these. I'll try to suspend these handlebars so I don't have to drape them down and get in the way. Hopefully it'll keep them up out of line. Man, this sumbitch has got some spacers on it, which I'm not going to use a lot of those because this, I guess, I don't know, we'll see. I wouldn't think it would be, I don't know, like I said, I bought that extension tube. I hope it's not too long. I mean, we'll see. You can see that this tube is a lot. We'll measure that before I take it apart too. Yeah. Hell, that might be. That's gonna be close. I don't know. We'll see. Are these? Is this tube this? No, it's gonna be down. That's gonna be a lot shorter. Damn, I hope I have enough. That's gonna go there. This is gonna raise up. Yes. Hell, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna go there. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We'll see how this works. I did kind of imitate old, what's his name? B. Rich or something. I saw him. He did one of them. It wasn't. He's done one on the wired, but these tubes were the same size. So he didn't have to remove any of this. He slid the tubes out, slid one back in, but now I've got 34 millimeter. I don't think these are 34. Let me double check them. We'll double check these tubes and see how different they are. I think they are. They look like they are at least. Yeah, these are 32. And those are 34s. Mm. I don't know. I told you I was going to measure everything, and I think I pretty much did. It's going to go down. So if this goes down into here, then that's going to shorten this. I don't know. We'll have to see. This is all learning experience, guys. Learning experience. I guess that maybe that extension tube will go through that top. I don't know. We're going to tear it apart and see if we can screw something up at least. At least. I guess maybe I ought to do those handlebars real quick and get those off. I think I got any bunches of it. Let me see here. Let me give you one bunch. That'd be nice. Stand. There's one. See. Yeah, I've got punch angle up here in the ceiling, so I can suspend those stands there if I can reach. See if I can get the little step ladder thing in here. Chair out there. Yeah, my boards, I don't have 2x4s. I doubled up a couple of fence pickets I had left over from the job. They're kind of bending a little bit, but it seems to be holding. Seems to be holding. Oh yeah, I can just put that on this. I can put that steering tube on there, I guess. So. Basically, if I take that top, I'm going to take this off here. Basically, if I take that top, I'm going to take this out, loosen these two, and I should be able to take this out. This should still stay in place because I haven't loosened these bolts to the tubes yet. That's the plan, at least. Those should hold that center tube up until I get these Allens loosened. Hopefully, that's the plan. I need to loosen these two, slide this off, hang it up here, hopefully, and then we'll take off from there. Hopefully. Let's see here. Yeah, I picked the hardest part, hottest part of the damn day to do this crap. That wasn't very tight at all. Of course, two different sizes. Top bolts are 5 millimeter. Side bolts are 4 millimeter. But my fear was I'm going to get half this shit apart and these boards are going to break. Yes, I have socket Allen wrenches, which I probably should have out. But that would make more sense. doing totally different bike, Jansen or whatever the bike was he was doing. But at least it gives you an idea. Not the same in the bike. What the hell? I'm tightening the damn thing. Stupid. Neighbor over there, I guess they got a roof. Got approved for a roof. I don't know how. It was hail damage over here was minimal. The hail was small. I don't know how the hell they got a roof out of it. Good for them, I guess. So we have two on top. I guess I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to loosen all these. This stool out of the way. Yeah, I was hoping this ain't going to be a very big ordeal. But there they are. Yeah, but we shall see how this works. These are sixes. Yep. Yep. We're going to dismantle this mess. And then kind of see what we need to do here. Y'all's guess is as good as mine. I ain't never done this before. I did the hellbender. I put that hellbender on that whatchamacallit on the wire bike, but I didn't have to remove everything completely, but I think I got everything detached what I need to detach. Golly, somebody put the Hercules on this thing. Man, that board sure is sagging. Loose. This one's loose. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we got 8 spacers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think those are 10 mil. I've got some blue ones I'm gonna put in here if I can. Yeah. Come on, board, don't snap. I heard it cracking over there. Hold up, baby. If that board cracks, man, I'm screwed. That is screwed. This whole thing's coming to the ground. Yeah. Somebody put the bite on these. It's loose. Everything should be loose. Let's see, let's move these bumpers up a little. There we go. Bumper. Bumper. This should slide out. Let's see. I don't want take this top off. Try to get all these spacers and shit out of here. Try to take all this crap off and keep it in order. That one. And this one. Should have a bearing in there. Oh, this got me here. I don't need that bearing in there, I think. One thing I needed to do that I didn't, I need to measure this tube to this upper tube. See, make sure that's the same. It should be though. 0, oh, 0. Looks like 28. Yeah, they're the same. Alright, so I can leave whatever that is there. I need to get the bearings off. One of these bearings popped out. I can see why though. Little vice grip or a little needle to fix that. And those. Yeah, basically these, there's little tabs here that hold these ball bearings in place. I just need to punch these down a little bit. Make sure they're good. Yeah, it should be good. So that goes, these bearings, that goes like that. There should be a race on here. Yep, right there. So now it's going to go like that. Yes. Get this race off of here somehow. Yeah, I've got this. This has got a race down here that I've got to get up off of here and then put it on the other one. This is what retains all the bearings and stuff. Let me see here if I can do that. Somehow I gotta get up underneath this thing and work this race off. Come on, dude. How am I gonna get underneath that? Somehow gotta get underneath. What do I have? Somebody's been in this thing before. You can see some marking on there. How the hell am I going to get that up? Somehow. Well, that'd be nice. I could get that tube off. I could take that tube out and just put this extended one in, and everything should match up, I would think. It's kind of got a lip on one side like it tried to start coming out, but I don't know. I'm going to try to beat down on it. Old B-Rich said they weld them in all these factory ones, and I don't see them. It's not welded that I see. Feel a lip on this side, almost like it did move, but I don't know. This side ain't doing shit. So, how can I get underneath that? Somehow I gotta get the race out of there. Damn microphone, and I'm sticking the stuff in. To move just a little bit. So I can get underneath that race and get it out of there. But I don't want to ding that race up because that will jack my bearings up. What am I going to use? Dang. About loose in. There we go. All I need is that bottom race, and we can go right back with it. No, that won't work. Alright, what's going to be the trick here? Somehow, I just need to get it started coming up off of there. I know B-Rid split his with a damn hacksaw. There's no way you can't. I guess I could cut all the way through this sucker and then split it. But I would think splitting that thing would mess up, that little gap would mess up a bearing. I wonder if that's what he did. He cut through this whole son of a gun. Because he couldn't get it off. He didn't show getting it off. He just showed with a split in it. Man. No, you damn magnet. Get off of there. I don't know. How to do it. If I had a press, I could probably press this damn stem out of here and reuse it, I bet. But there ain't no weld on that. It's just pressed in there. This one. Now it's got a number on it, but I mean, it looked like it might be the same kind of gauge just pressed in. I gotta get under it somehow, but how do I do it? I could split it. I could take my hacksaw and cut through this, and cut into that, and then it would probably loosen up enough to get off of there. I just can't imagine what the hell we'll use on it to get this out. Alright guys, basically I did exactly that. I took a hacksaw, cut through, and it went through that race. So now I can get it off, pretty much. I'm going to clean this up real good though. But basically that's it. See, it's got a spline right here. That's pressed on. Now that I got that cut, I wonder if I can drive that sucker out of there. But basically it put a little split in there, but I bet you that's why he did it. Because he couldn't get that damn race off of there. Let's see if I can get this. Man, I mean, that thing is sandwiched on there pretty good, but let's see if I can get that thing off. I don't know, I'm curious. I may need to get it out. It depends if this how it works. I just don't know if I can get that other one out. That's the question. It's coming out. It came. It's out of there. And I'm thinking I might be able to use this too. I wouldn't have to use that damn. I really don't know, but I'm thinking I could probably reuse this tube. Be that much longer. But the question is, how hard is it going to be to get this tube out? Man, that was seating right up in there too. I guess it's saying I'm gonna have to put about 110 pounds in this thing. All right, let's see here. We need to start taking this apart. The question is you don't know how far to put this star nut in here because I don't know. He put it in like 5 millimeter, but this is shorter than this. This already got the tube in it. This already got the screw in it. Let me see here. I'm going to take this apart here. And we'll see how hard this is going to be. Where did that top tube? Where did that top tube go? There you go. Hell, I didn't even loosen this. I wasn't doing shit. I didn't loosen this at all. It wasn't holding anything. Golly. Let's see here. loosen those. Take down enough bumpers. Bumper. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice to get these, to just reuse that tube? That would be nice. But what's the possibilities that this tube would just come right on out? I don't know. That is a good question. For mine, that would be nice if it worked out that way, though. You can see the paint where they press this in. I'm sure they can break this sucker though. CPC. Don't know. Like I said, I have never heard of none of this junk, but we'll see how they work. Now, let's get that tube out and put that one in. Let's see if it'll work. See if I can get it to start at least. Only just a little block of wood. We shall see. Sit by and ready. slips. Probably in the damn truck. Guys, I'm gonna pause you guys again while I mess with this. Hey guys, I tried to get this damn tube out and it ain't coming. I can't get it. I mean, I can't get that so much to budge for nothing. So we're going the extension route. I'm gonna put this star nut down in here, and I hope that center bolt will reach. I don't know. I don't know, man. Basically, you screw this onto your star nut, slide this over, this guides over the tube, just give her a tap. I'm gonna hold it right there. Hopefully. Yeah, you gotta change up your spacers. You gotta change up a lot of junk to use that extension, but let's see how this goes. What the hell is this? Everything come out. Got an Allen wrench in there. I guess you're supposed to tighten it down, but I think they're calling it good right there. For now. We're gonna see how this thing comes together. Yes, it does. I think I've got it down to 6. Let me check. Let me see. I've got some blue spacers. I'd like to put in there. Add a little bit more blue. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3. We got 3. We can intermix them. Do a black. Do a black, blue, black, blue, black, blue, black, blue, blue. Yeah. Can alternate them to black and white. But got to start that in there. Oh boy. Let's put the bearing back on. I'm gonna shoot just a touch of super lube on these bearings. Super lube. That's what we're using. Super lube. But you can get this stuff at Harbor Freight for like $8. It goes a long ways. We'll just shoot a little bit on here. Give these guys some lubrication. Don't get too crazy with it. Now, grease flying all over and oozing out. But we're going to do that for now. Super glue. And we're going to do this guy. No. That's probably on top. I'm doing something there. Where is there's more pieces. So I think this goes. So then this guy going here. It's the upper race for that upper bearing. I got a dust cap here. Just take everything off in order like you took it. You put everything back on like you took it off, you should be good. So I said black, blue, tiger stripe, black, blue. I think 6 is I like to get in there. Kind of get a dry fit. Black and the blue. Then we're going to take this guy. It's got ones here. And this dude is going to go on here. I just want to make sure that all this fits. I want to make sure the screw reaches. Come on, baby. Got it, dude. So yeah. Oh shit, no, I screwed up already. I've got to have that upper tube. I've got to, I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What am I doing? This has got to go up here. I have to take one of these off. This has got to fit there. So, what if I take 2 of those off? That ain't gonna work. Man. Thank God I got another microwave yet. I'm gonna suck them down, but we're gonna put them close. Let's go right there. All right. That's even there. Let's save this for last. Alright guys, I took a little breather. I got her stabbed in. I got the old front tires on finally. see, I don't know what's going on. This don't look perfectly centered. Loosen this back up. Tighten that all up in a second. But she's off the old block. She's off of the wood. I want to say so far so good. I don't know how much truth to that it is, but it looks like a bite so far. Kind of, sort of. Next one is my brakes. I got to make these brakes line up. Let's see here, I'm going to put the tire on. Maybe I ought to tighten all this up first. I'm going to bring these up to there. That will hit the frame there. That will hit the frame there. Yeah, I gotta put my blinkers up here and stuff. Gotta figure out what blinkers what. We'll get them. But I think now that I got the tire and everything on, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all this bottom up. The lowers. We'll get that lower done. That was a 5 on that one. Hey, it's not wrong. It's a 6. Tire done. Let's have, as long as I can get this thing on and the brakes lined up, everything else, just kind of put things back together. That's kind of cool. I didn't see those other ones didn't have a rebound adjustment on it. So this actually has two different adjustments. That'd be kind of cool. So where do I want to run my brake line? Do I want to do this? Let's see. That's going to go. That. Guess I could do that. Hopefully all this works out the same. We shall see, said the blind man again. What are these? 5. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys see what I'm doing, but I would assume you all knew. There's about 150 people on Facebook shows you to hold the front brake pedal down when you tighten it. That'll semi alright. Sometimes you gotta fine tune them a little bit after you get through, but at least that'll get them a good starting point. Alright, oh man, okay. Look at that. Now I need to see which blinker. So this one. Over here. Right. This one's there. Where's the other blinker at? Here. Alright, so this one got a little here. Correct? Double check. Don't double work. Yep, goes over there. That goes over there. And then all we got left is my headlights. What the hell is this? Hopefully that knocks out so I can put my headlight on and stuff in the fender. Blinker, headlights. That's all we got left. Double check all the tightness, straighten the handlebars. I think we'll be good. I hope. I hope. Yep. I don't know if you guys want to watch me do this or not. Ain't much to it, just kind of screw and jump back on. I'll leave you on here. Trying to be Mr. Perfection there too. I didn't spend a buck of those there. Deal. Crazy stuff here on the rag. Alright, Sawhorses, what are you doing? I don't need you no more. I'm gonna book on this shit. I have no comment. That way, just a touch. That way. close enough. That's close enough. Let's tighten that a little bit. That. And oh man. Oh nice. Damn, I feel a little warm. Hell, I can't tell if nothing's something straight or not. This thing. Cattywampus. I think that's great. I think this steering wheel a little higher now. A little bit higher. But that ain't gonna kill me. Yes. You might have to put some bars back a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a little higher. I think that's I think those handlebars are a little bit higher. But that's okay. Like I said, I can, if I really need to, I can use them. It doesn't hurt to drop them down just a touch. Now, what I got left, I still have fenders, headlights. Alright guys, I'm going to come back here in a second. I'm going to shut this off for a little bit. I'll be back. Alright guys, I think that's going to just about get it, man. I need to put my little bag up here on, but I'm going to take this out for a little ride here in a second, here in a little bit, and double check everything's good. The only thing I think it did raise the handlebars up a little bit. I really don't like the way that looks with this extension and all this shit, but ain't much you can do about it. You know, I've still got that tube. If there's some way I could get that new tube out of that headpiece, I could swap the tubes out. I wouldn't have all that, but like I said, look at that. Got me a little blue and black color added. But I think I got everything back. Front wheels on solid. Went over all the Allens on the steering. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna do a quick cleanup here and try to. I swear to God, this garage just gets worse and worse, and I get more projects. But like I said, I'm glad that where I am. Knock on wood. I hope I'm glad. But these are the old junkers. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I mean, that is aluminum on the bottom. I may just throw it in my aluminum pile. But like I said, guys, I'm gonna do a cleanup here real quick, and she's back together, and we'll see how it is. I'll take y'all on the test ride. And my boy up the hill, man, he was gonna come over and do his flat out, and he said he hit some gravel or something on the road. I guess on the road over somewhere. I don't know. I just drove it last night, and I didn't see no gravel, but he said gravel took him out. He was heading back home to bandage up or something. I hope he didn't mess his bike up too bad, but we'll find out about that. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna clean up real quick, and then I'll throw y'all on there. We'll take a ride and see. But alright guys, I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be, but normally when I go into the driveway of my house, this thing is bottoms out. It didn't do it. I went in the driveway. Every bump I know of. I'll cut across the park. Go off-road and check it out. Yeah, when you hit the brakes, boy, it really goes down. So we need to get on there and cut this grass. Yeah, I can still feel that rear. I didn't have time to take that shock off of that wire to try that one out. It's hard. It's really hard to tell. Hard to tell. But you can see this front. I mean, this front goes down. Let me see here. Crank this up some and see. Wow, that's got a lot of travel. Got one of those wipers on there to show how far it's going down. I'm not sure which is greater. Oh shit, that's locked out. That's solid. So that makes sense. I'm turning it to where the line gets smaller. You'd think that would be. Let's crank this up just a. That's all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got some good shock. Like I said, I may have to do that back. I'm gonna have to do that back. Shit, that front didn't do nothing. Wow. It's definitely better than it was, that's for damn sure. And then I still got some adjustment to do. I've got the rebound that's on the bottom of that right side. You can see it where it goes down. Wow. Let's go one more. Well, it's definitely got some good shock to it. Yeah, see, I would have bottomed out going up that driveway right there. Yeah. See, I think if I get that back shock changed out, this thing will be a lot smoother. I mean, it's smoother now. Definitely smoother. But that back is still stiff. I'm getting every manhole out of here. Like I said, the front, I think the back, if I get that back done, I think it'll be good. But it's good already. I mean, you can definitely tell the difference. Definitely. Yeah, back's still a little stiff on the back side. Like I said, maybe tomorrow I'll take that D&M off of that wire. I don't bottoming out like it does. I think that's going to be it, dude. I think that's good. Like I said, I mean, well, it wouldn't take much to swap that out on the wire. The problem is you got to take the stupid side cover off the Ridstar. And turn that off. Yeah, it's definitely a lot smoother. Yeah, it's definitely a lot smoother. And it feels like I have more room. I mean, it feels like it's supporting. I mean, hell, I'm 225, 230. And it sure seems like it's doing a good deal. I've got it up to 110, which that's where it was. I actually checked it. I took my, what I did with it. I'll show you all. Basically, this is the one I got, and this is actually a D&M, I believe. Yeah, see, that's a, hold on, what the hell is that camera doing? Yeah, see, it's a D&M. I bought this when I got the wire, but when you buy one of these shock pumps, you definitely want to get the one that has the double thread, because basically you screw this on, you screw this out, you screw this onto the, hold on, you screw, put the old eyeballs on there, fellas, but basically you screw this out, you screw this out, you screw this on, then when you screw this down, once this is on the valve, it actually sets that inside and actually engages the valve, and then you can see. But basically you either pump this to add more PSI, or you push this button to release PSI, so you can adjust it either way. That was a little expensive. I think it was like 25-30 bucks. But I think that's a good one. That's a pretty good one. But basically, the only difference that I have here is, what is the difference? Yeah, basically, let me get where's my tape measure at? So I'll show y'all the only difference that happens. So basically, the measurement from this upper, the top triple tree, down to the bottom there, it was like 11 inches. This is like 10, I think. Yeah, it's like an inch difference, because I had to bring this down to get the main top screw to catch the star nut, which I probably could have left the star nut up a little bit, but like I said, it is what it is. But this is I think this is going to be a lot better apparatus here. I mean, we don't even have, that's the blinkers, there's the top of the bar. Yeah, it's like 10 inches. That's got about an inch difference. But I'm telling you, man, it does. It rides good. I'm just trying to think of any major complications. I still say, get out of there. Get that damn bunchy out of there. That bunchy definitely helped, because keeping that steering wheel up over the top of the bike itself, you know, you don't drape it down on the front of it, so you're not having to trip over it down here. It was kind of nice. And if you look, I mean, if you got a garage door in your house, that's punched angle is what it's called. That's what they mount these garage doors with, and they have holes. I basically just took one of my long bungees, put it through that hole, and hooked it on the steering wheel bar, so it would hold it up out of the way. But really, it wasn't a whole lot. Trying to get that stupid tube out. But you know, I watched that B guy, whatever his name is. What is his name? Be Rich, whatever it is. Like I said, that guy's kind of, I don't know, he's okay on some stuff, but other stuff, I don't know. But I'm telling you, he he was talking about doing this where you swap out, you could find, and I seen it on AliExpress where the tubes were the same as the originals, and I guess you could just use the top and bottoms and just slide the tubes in like he did. But when he shows how to do the 34 millimeter, he's on a different bike. But really, all you need to do is play with your spacers here. You don't need any extras. You actually lose some of them, but that was the only thing, just kind of figuring and measuring. Now my steering, I think it did bump up just maybe 10 I think these are 10 millimeters or whatever the hell they are. Those spacers, the blue ones and black ones. Maybe one of those widths. But you want to, when you get it all back together and this slides down on that steering extension, you want a little bit of a, you want just a little bit of a gap, maybe a 1/4 inch. You want the tube to be less than the outside. That way when you suck it down, it'll actually press everything together, keep everything together, and your bearings won't wear out. But like I said, it really wasn't that tough. If I would have just said screw it and used the steering extension, I wouldn't have had as much time. Now getting that stupid bearing, seat on the bottom of that old tube, like I said, and I think that's what he did. That Be Rich guy didn't say it, but now that I have done it, I think that's why he did it. I think that's why he said he split that bearing race on the bottom. But basically, once I took that out, I just took a hacksaw right here and I cut that. And then once you get, because that tube is running inside. So once you get through this with a hacksaw, and that's just aluminum, magnesium, whatever they said the shit was. I know it took a while to drill through because I had to, this hole, this front hole right here that works on the fenders, it's only one-sided and it's threaded. But basically I just took a drill bit and I drilled it out all the way through. That way I could do the front and the back of the fender and put the headlight on as well. I had to drill that center hole out, but it does have a hole on the back side of it and it's threaded. But if you're with the Ridstar, you know how the front fender has both of those, it has those mounting brackets front and back. And then, I put a headlight down there too. So, my blinkers here, they're a little lower. I could have put them up here, I guess, above the bumpers. But I don't care, that you can see them. But the bike still has its, I've always said for some reason though, this bike here is a little bit taller than that bike, the red one. And I'm not quite sure what happened to that or why that is, but this bike is different than that. I don't get it. Like I said, the left brake pedal or brake lever is the back brake. This lever, the left one, is the front brake. I don't know how that got different. They're the same brakes, same brand, everything. Somehow this bike has different rear brakes on the left instead of the right. So I don't know. But like I said, it's not that big a deal. But everything worked out good. The same spacers on the front brakes works on this. I believe the brake bolt pattern was 74. No, it's 74 millimeter. I think it was. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this is the brand ZTC. Whatever the hell that is. I'll throw a link of it up there on my I'll throw a link up on there because I'll put a video on here so y'all can kind of see. But and I'll put my affiliated link on there. So if y'all do want to buy these, please use that link please use that link in the description that I'm going to put up there. And I'll put I'll put the size of the steering extension, but it's a Bucalos or whatever. I'll put the size that I ordered, that I used for the extension, and I'll put that stuff on there. But as far as those spacers, like I said, I've got the blue, but those are left over from the wired, because I put blue ones on that one while I was doing that Hellbender or whatever the hell it's called. But you can buy these different colors on Amazon, and basically all you're going to need, get a combo pack. But you know, you can buy you a bigger sets, but they have different size width. I think they're 10s, 5s, and whatever, I don't know. But like I said, add a little extra color to the front. But it really wasn't that difficult, just trying to get that bearing seat off of the bottom of that tube. But cutting it with a hacksaw work, I don't know if that's gonna, I don't think it is. Once I got everything on, it should suck it back together pretty close, but I didn't really think that was the smartest thing to do when I saw B. Rich do it, but I know that's why he did it. He did the same thing, I guarantee you that. But anyway, like I said, my buddy's going to come down. We're going to put flat out in the tires, and I guess he hit some gravel and wiped out, so said he got some road rash, so I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know if he's gonna get up and moving later or what, but I'll take this out for a cruise, and we'll cruise around town or something. I just want to make sure everything is good. I think I got everything. Everything seems to be tight. I'm not getting that creaking sound out of the front no more, so it was those stupid shocks. Something was going on with them, but like I said, man, I'm gonna try to pull that D&M rear off and put it on here and really see if it makes that much of a difference, which I have a feeling it will, and I'll be buying one. But at this point though, man, that front end's great, pretty good, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna check that rear swing arm bolt too to make sure that thing ain't tightened back up. She's riding better, guys. So I will leave it at that. And like I said, I'll try to make a video out of this. I know y'all probably couldn't see a lot that I was doing, but you know, maybe it'll help some of you guys out and get it knocked out. But it's definitely worth it, I promise you. I think within the next month or so, I'm probably going to order another set for that one, for the red one, because that makes such a big difference. It really does. And anyway, like I said, guys, we'll re-adjourn. I'm gonna go in and cool off, man. I'm about to fry out here, man. It's hot, and I need to get something to eat, I guess, too. So we'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you.